What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego back with some more boxing. Now, apparently, I was dissed along with Karceno and Dante's Boxing Nation. Shout out to them. It came to my attention, some of the users or subscribers, they were commenting saying, oh, Blood Boxing went on a Kanye rant. I kept seeing Blood Boxing's name appear today, so I had no idea what the fuck they were talking about. And one of my subscribers sent me a video, I guess, with the video of Blood Boxing. And he mentioned Dante's Boxing Nation, he mentioned Karceno and myself. He had some choice words to say. He called us all Flomos. Then he accused me and Dante's Boxing Nation of being the same channel. And it's kind of weird because anyone that does podcasts or YouTube videos, you'll know that a lot of times you're in a hotel room, you're on the road driving, or you're in your office or whatever making these videos. But typically you're by yourself. You want it as quiet as possible. And this dude is laughing at his own jokes repeatedly. He's like, man, I ain't had this much fun. Like, what the fuck you laughing? You think you that funny? So it's just kind of awkward. He's laughing at his own jokes repeatedly. Then he's using words from the 70s. Like, you're really starting to let your age show. I know you're like 40. I just didn't get what the slang he was using. He was like, man, I done seen some videos on the YouTube. Say what? On the boxing community got me steady cutting up. And then he called me a jive turkey or something. You got to be jiving, Jack. Like, who the fuck talks like that? Man, you gotta listen to some Kendrick Lamar, some Meek Mill, some young people shit, cause nobody talks like that anymore. He's like, yeah, Ego's world, he a jive turkey sucker fool. So, anyway, then he goes on his rant. Aside from calling us all Flomos and got him steady cutting up and all this other stuff, he says that I pay for subscribers and my channel's rigged. I'm not genuinely getting subscribers. So I guess I have to address this now, since people brought it to my attention. And I just think it's some hating shit. Blood Boxing, don't know him, don't care about him, about his channel. I know I guess, like once upon a time, his channel was popping. He's been on YouTube probably since MySpace was out, since 2000 BC. And he's trying to relive some fantasy. He came out of his rat hole. Post videos like once every blue moon, once every 8 months. His channel's like Andre Durrell. It's just super inactive. He got the Yuriorkis Gamboa Andre Durrell channel where he wants to post once every 7 months or once every 11 months. And I guess he's trying to stay relevant by mentioning me alongside two other powerhouse boxing channels. Again, Karceno and Dante's Boxing Nation. All I can say, that's some hating ass shit. Like I said, I've never had no dialogue. I've never talked to this dude on text. And he subscribes to me, as you can see from these pictures. So these are some comments that Blood Boxing has left in the past. I can't highlight his name, but you know it's him. You could tell by these fucking Kendrick Lamar album cover pics, this vintage picture he has his default picture. But for those who are wondering, it's part of the YouTube community guidelines, part of the rules. You can't reveal somebody's username in your video. It's against the YouTube guidelines. So I had to blur out his name, but that's him. Like I said, you could tell by the default pic. And I know these community guidelines because I'm on my shit and I've been on YouTube and I know the rules and I know what to expect because I've been working on my channel and I studied the game. He's calling me a Flomo, yet every video that I have, he never comments on the vast majority of my videos. Yet when there's a video, the comments he has left, like 98% of them have been videos related to Floyd Mayweather. So I'm the Flomo, yet you have the obsession with him because when I make a video, mention Mayweather, who's there to comment? You. He's like, yeah, Mayweather this, Mayweather that. It's just funny to me. You're calling me a Flomo, but you're clearly obsessed, Stan. Dear Mr. I'm too good to call or write my fans. This'll be the last package I ever send your ass. I ain't mad, I just think it's fucked up you don't answer fans. So he's a stan, and obviously he's trying to stand my channel because he studied my moves. He studied Dante, Karceno. He was like, yeah, that jive turkey Dante, he did a prediction video and Ego does the impression. Ain't that the same dude, Jack? When he's laughing. So obviously you're paying attention to what other people are doing. My advice to you, if you want to hate, look at the hard work that goes into these channels. Dante's Boxing Nation, I seen him. He's hitting the gyms. He's getting a lot of interviews. Karceno obviously does his thing. He's been around for a minute. You come to my channel, I have stuff that nobody else is doing. I have interactive. I do polls. I do motion graphics. I have exclusive interviews. I have a hard work ethic, and I put out a lot of different content. My advice to you, before you try to cut down the next person, the next channel, look at what you're doing. When you wanna know why these subs are coming and why people are subscribing, it's because these other fucking channels are active. We're balancing our personal lives and whatever else we got going on, putting out new content. We're not staying in the fucking rat hole like you and posting one video every 8 months. Like, you're not Dr. Dre where you can just drop an album every 8 years and expect to be relevant. So I guess he's trying to use our names to stay relevant, and that's just not popping. So you're 40 years old and you're hating on the next channel, the next person, studying, hawking, paying attention to what other people are doing. I'm pretty sure you could be somewhere drinking ginger ale, playing pinochle, working on your own channel, as opposed to trying to take down someone else's hard work and mention our names for obvious publicity. And I find it mighty ironic that I remember seeing one of your videos where you stated that Mayweather can't be considered the all-time greatest, or he can't be considered the best because he doesn't fight enough. You're like, Mayweather, he doesn't fight enough. Young blood doesn't fight enough. You said some shit about Mayweather. He's just so inactive as a fighter. He can't be considered a pound for pound because he's fighting one time a year. He had a long retirement after the Ricky Hatton fight. And the irony in it is that's how your fucking channel is. You are inactive as a channel, yet you want to take shots at channels that are remaining consistent and still constantly putting material. And you dislike Floyd and say he can't be considered one of the best because he's inactive. So what does that make your channel? So anyway, like I said, haters gonna hate. People are always gonna have something to say what you're doing wrong or what you're doing right. In this case, I know I must be doing something right because BloodBoxing is trying to use our names to re-energize. He's kind of like the Eric Morales or the James Toney of the YTBC. You had a name, you built that name up, so you still have some dedicated followers that still fuck with you and anxious to hear what BloodBoxing thinks. What's Blood gonna say about this? Where's the Blood prediction? Truth be told, you're past your prime. Like I said, you're James Toney. The Klitschko's don't want to fight me. That's what you are. You're James Toney. You're the James Toney of this boxing channels. Let it go, dog. It's over. Like I said, I just don't know what his aim is, what his intention. He wants some 5 minutes of fame. Wants to accuse me of buying subscribers and bitch and complain how it's unfair. I don't do that, but hey, if that's how you feel, you're giving me a compliment. That's like a motherfucker who gets in great shape and people are like, oh, you're on roids, when you know you're natural. So, I mean, that's actually paying him a compliment. I'm doing something that you feel I have to cheat or I have to purchase in order to gain subscribers. So it lets me know I'm on the right path. So keep doing what you're doing. Mention my name if you want, if that helps you, if you get a kick out of it. My only advice to you is step up your audio game, because on the alleged diss to me and Karceno and Dante's Nation, the audio sounded fucking atrocious. Sounded like you recorded with the iPhone 2S. It sounded like he was opening a bag of Ruffles in a tornado when he was doing his diss video. So step that up. Like, if you come on my channel, that's what I provide. I try to provide the viewer with just an enjoyable experience, clean, clear audio, some updates on boxing, some opinions, some motion graphics. So before you hate, you got to look at the hard work that was put into this fucking channel. And that's why I get subscribers. Not because I purchase them or whatever the fuck you talking about. It's because I put effort. I put hard work. There's no channel on here who is a one-man show like me and is getting these boxing interviews from trainers and boxers, doing the motion graphics and editing these pictures, putting out the content like me. There's other great channels, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm the end-all be-all, but I'm a one-man show and I get the shit done. So anyway, shout out to BloodBoxing. I guess that's what he wants. He wants someone to scream his name. So Karceno, I think, addressed it. So this is the ego response. That's really all I gotta say. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.